also one of the very first vehicles that I really purchased out of a business, if you will, and that was, there was a neighbor friend that had I think it was a 70 Chevelle at that time. So this was back in the mid to late 80s. Anyway, he going through high school, he had this 70 Chevelle. It was a 396 4-speed stick. It was hot. It was a bad car. Looked like crap, but it ran. Oh boy, did that thing run, because the engine was built. Anyway, out of high school, he went into the military and kind of parked it and talked to his brother, and I was looking at trying to sell some things. He ended up selling like the front clip off of it to someone, and this is, years are going by, a couple years are going by, 3 years are going by, hearing that his dad is wanting the thing out of there, wants it gone. And so this former neighbor called me up and said, hey, I need to sell this thing, and my dad's going to send it off to the wrecker. They're going to give me $100 for it. What can you do? I was like, oh man, I just don't have the money. I didn't have the money at the time. And I said, man, I can do $200. He said, man, can you do any more? I said, there's a lot of parts, a lot of good parts, a lot of good stuff. I was like, man, I can't. That's what I have. That's what I have right now. And he said, okay, fine. So he took the $200. I went over, picked it up, pulled the engine, transmission out of it, ended up trading the body for body work and paint on a 70 Camaro RS-SS that I was rebuilding at the time. I also, when I pulled the engine out, it had a scatter shield on it. So I took the scatter shield off, put that into the Camaro project. So that was some money saved. That was a good savings, $200 savings. I opened the trunk. There was a bunch of carburetors in the trunk of the car, Holley carburetors, high-rise intake. I ended up selling the motor for $700-800. Transmission, I got a few $100s out of it. So all in all, I did really well on my very first outing with my Stubby's car business.